So we've had 2 episodes where I go through the background. Did I actually succeed? No fair to those of you who read this on Bleeding Cool. And so in 5 weeks, I'd managed to do something pretty tricky. I had created a Sailor Moon fan game for the Atari 2600, gotten it on a cart, gotten a box for it, and I was all set for C2E2 so that I could try to get voice actresses Stephanie Sheh and Michelle Ruff to sign it. So I'm getting ready for C2E2. As I'm there as a reporter for Bleeding Cool, I'm also trying to keep an eye out for other articles that I can write while I'm there. And one that I had somehow managed to finagle was an interview with Sheh and Ruff themselves. This turned out to be one of the smartest moves I could have made. I had also told Rich Johnston, my editor at Bleeding Cool, that I was going to write up this whole incident for the website because I thought it would make a good article. He agreed. So, Saturday, March 19th. One thing about this was that I started realizing that I had actually made something pretty cool because I would show it to some of my friends on the floor who would be, kind of impressed with the cartridge in the box until they found out there was a working game in there with an actual Sailor Moon game on there. The responses were usually the same. Get out of here. One of the things that I'm figuring is that there's going to be a big line to get autographs. After all, Sailor Moon does have quite a following. To that end, I stake out the line that they'll be signing in over an hour before they're even allowing people to line up for it. There's no way I'm going to miss this. I wind up maybe 20 people back by the time the line starts forming. Good enough for me. Finally, the magic hour. The actresses have shown up, they're sitting in their spots, and they're ready to sign, and the line starts moving. To get ready, I pull out my 2 box copies of the games, and as an insurance, just in case they say no, I pull out my first DVD of the DIC dub of Sailor Moon. This way, if they say official merch only, I can waive the DVD and get that signed without any problems. Might as well get signatures on that while I can. Although I did make an observation that made me think that I might be able to pull this off after all. Someone a few spots down from me had a fan print of Sailor Moon made by Artgerm, I think is his alias. He does a lot of fan art and fan prints that he sells at conventions, and I figured, well, if they sign that, they should sign the games. Finally, I'm next in line. I say a quick prayer, and I step on up. The first person in the line for signatures is Michelle Ruff. She's the voice of Luna. I get up there, and I ask my question, what is your policy on signing fan-made items? She says, like what? I then produce the 2 box copies of the game. Remember what I said in the previous episode about being confused for an eBay flipper? She sees these and she says, you're not going to sell these, are you? I said, absolutely not. They're for my own personal collection. She says, well, good, because you're really not supposed to sign them. Immediately, my brain starts racing because I recognize there's a good chance that she's about to say no because she thinks I'm an eBay flipper, which, to be fair, is a reasonable concern. I think quickly, trying to find some way to reassure them that, yes, I'm a genuine fan. No, this is not going up for sale. I blurt out the only thing that I can think of. I can't sell these. Everyone will know if I do. I'm writing this whole thing up for Bleeding Cool. Suddenly, Ruff's eyes pop open. Wait a minute. You're the guy who's interviewing us later, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. She goes, oh, no problem. And she takes both the games and the boxes and starts signing them. As Ruff and the handler are passing the games down to the other side to Sheh, Ruff is saying, it's okay, they're for him. So I know I made the right call. Her handler is looking over the carts and the boxes and saying, this is really cool. Sheh gets the cartridges and she begins signing them. Turns out Sheh actually studied computer science in college before she became a voice actress. She was asking me questions about how I programmed it, how I got the cartridges made, and so on. She was really impressed. And chances are, if I hadn't been so tongue-tied, I would have talked more about it. They also signed the DVD while they were at it. Thank heavens for that. While I was at it, I also got both Fabian Nicieza and Chris Claremont to sign my copy of the Deadpool video game. And so I had the signatures. And if everybody was impressed with these things before, they were really impressed now. One individual, in fact, dropped me from his Facebook feed after I posted that I got the signatures on these games. I drove home, making sure to stop by and get myself a self-congratulatory hoagie because I counted this as a big win. And after my hoagie, I went and I placed the 2 Sailor Moon games in the Crown Jewels section of the Vault of Pimps. And as I looked at them, basking in the glow of how awesome this was, a thought occurred to me. How many more can I get?